Welcome back to All Rounders. So guys, in this video, we'll be doing the implementation part for the built-in modules and their functions. So let's begin. So the first module is math module. So I'm importing the math module by writing import math. Then I'm using different functions. So firstly, I'm using the log function of math module and I'm writing math, that is module name dot, and then the function name. And in the parentheses, I am passing the value, and in the second parameter is the base. The base is 2, so it will return log 16 base 2. Then after that, the second function I'm using log 10, that is we are calculating the logarithmic value of the parameter passed to the base 10. Then math.pow. In this function, basically we are raising 3 to the power of 2. Two parameters will be passed. Then after that, we are using sqrt function that will print the square root of the given parameter, math.sqrt. Then the radians function, which will return the radian value of the angle passed. And then at last, I'm using sine function, which will return the sine value. So these are the functions used by me, but there are multiple functions available in math module, and you can check that on internet and use them. So let's run the file. So log 16 base 2 returns 4 because 2 raised to power 4 is 16. Then log 10 and 100 returns 2 as 10 raised to power 2 is 100. Then after raising 3 to the power of 2, it returns 9. Then square root of 8 is approximately 2.82. Then when we convert 180 degrees to radians, it prints 3.14. That is the value of pi, we all know. And then at last, it is printing sine 0 and its value is 0. So that was all about math module. Let's move on.
Start.
So guys, here's the part for random module. I am importing random by writing import random. Then I am using different functions available in random module. So firstly, I'm using rand range, which will print any random value in the range specified. I specified 10, that is it will be printing random values between 0 to 9. Then I'm using rand int, it will be printing random value in the specified range. Like I have uh, given the values of integers like 1 comma 5, and it will be printing random values in between them. Then I'm declaring a list by writing my list is equal to, and in the list I'm passing the values apple, banana, and cherry. And then I'm using choice function of random that will print any value among the list randomly. And then I'm using a shuffle function, which is used to shuffle the items of the list. Then at last, I'm using a random function of random module, which will print any random value between 0 to 1. That was all about this. Now let's run the file and see what happens. See, I'm running it first time. So it is printing 4 and then 1. And from the list, random value it is printing is cherry. Then it has shuffled the value randomly. And then at last, it is printing 0.2. Now let's run the file again and see how the values change. Values have changed as it is as it is random module. So that was all about random module. Now over to Bhupinder.
So hello guys. Now I will tell you about the OS module. For the OS module, I have created a file which is BSR. Inside this, I have chosen a directory, and by using the get cwd function of the OS module, I am uh, taking where this file has been stored. Then I have created a text file which is a blank text file with whose name is BSR, and I am changing the file name by using the OS module. So guys, in this file I am importing the OS module by using the import statement. Then I am printing the current directory where this file has been stored in the computer by using the get cwd function of the OS module. Then I am creating a variable whose name is bsr.txt, and bsr.txt is a random file which is stored on in this current directory. Then I am using the rename function to rename this bsr.txt file. So for in the rename function, we are passing two arguments. First of all, the argument whose actual file name is bsr.txt, which is stored in the fd. Then in the second argument, we have given the string or the name of the file which we have to replace with. So now let's run the program and see what happens. First of all, we have to save it. So as you can see that first of all, printing statement has been worked, and it is given the current directory, like this file is currently exists in the desktop. Then we are checking the rename function whether it converts the bsr.txt into bhupendra.txt or not. So here you can see that it will convert the file name from the bsr.txt to the bhupendra.txt. So that's all about for this implementation video, guys. And in the next video, we will moving on to the oops. So thank you, guys.